Good evening, everyone. I'm Chief Terry Monahan, the Chief of Department. With me tonight, I have Chief of Patrol Juanita Holmes. I have the Commanding Officer of the 6-7, Inspector Cologne. I have Deputy Chief John Shell and Deputy Chief Kevin Maloney. Keep in mind, the information I'm about to give you is preliminary, as this investigation is only a couple of hours old. Earlier this evening, at approximately 5:45 p.m., uniformed officers from the 6-7 precinct responded to numerous 911 calls for a man with a gun at 181 Lenox Road, which is right behind me. Upon arriving, the officers observed a man who did not match the description of the gunman in the 911 call, holding a gun in front of 125 Lenox Road. The officers took him into custody and recovered the firearm. We have excellent body-worn camera footage of the incident, which I have viewed. As we see the officers taking the suspect into custody, the suspect yelled out, quote, "He coming, he gonna blast me." At this point, a second individual rushed towards the officers. This individual did match the description of the gunman that was given by the 911 callers. Officers gave commands for the individual to back up and to show his hands. We then see the man rush towards our officers while also reaching into his waistband and quickly removing his hand. At this point, one officer discharged his firearm 2 times. The officer was struck once in the right leg. Officers immediately requested an ambulance to the location and rendered aid. The individual was taken to Kings County Hospital and is currently conscious, alert, and in stable condition. The officers were taken to Kings County Hospital for observation. A firearm was recovered from the scene. Chief Holmes has a picture of that firearm. We'll take a couple of questions.
Chief, are either of these individuals known to the department already?
Yes, we know them. They have, both individuals do have somewhat of an arrest history. Nothing too extensive.
The charges on the first individual pending at all?
The first individual was arrested for the possession of the gun.
Did the second individual have a gun? The one gun you recovered was the one from individual number 1?
Recovered from individual 1, the investigation is going on to exactly what happened prior to the police arriving. There seems to have been some sort of dispute between these 2 individuals that we have in custody. That's what the investigation will be on throughout the night.
Chief, the perp was shot, not the officer, correct?
Yeah, the perp. Perp was shot 1 time in the right leg, conscious, alert.
How many shots were fired?
2 shots by 1 officer.
So the guy that was outside 125, he had his weapon out?
He had the gun out. As soon as the officers came, they asked him, they told him, commanded him to drop it. He dropped it. They took him into custody.
You got time for 2 more? Anyone?
So to be clear, that weapon picture is the first individual? Or the second?
First individual that we stopped had that gun. The individual that did not match the description.
Was there a gun found on the second man?
No gun found on the second man.
Was he approached because officers saw the gun? If he didn't match the description, how did they...
The officers saw him standing there with a gun in his hand.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.